now October the 9th at 2:11 in the afternoon, and I'm going for what will be my penultimate ride of the season. My last ride will be tomorrow when I bring my bike to storage on the 10th of October. And yes, I know I could probably ride a little bit longer into the fall, into October. But next week I'm going to be in Montreal the whole week. I've explained before I'm getting facial feminization surgery. And that's going to happen. And I won't be essentially able to put this helmet on my head, my face. After that for a while, and by the time I'm able to, it's going to be too cold to ride, so taking advantage of a firm deadline. And putting my bike away. And believe me, I'm going to miss it. Oh God, am I going to miss it? I'm on it, and I'm already missing it for the probably close to 6 months. 5 if I'm lucky. I picked it up early March this year. May do the same thing, but anyways, it's been a good season. Riding has helped distract me from a lot of the other goings on. In my life. It's still beautiful. I mean, even with all the construction and whatnot, the area is beautiful. I should be doing that when I get back after the ride. Yes, referring to the person running. I didn't go out this morning because it was a balmy -3. It's full of sarcasm. Oh, so full of sarcasm. Because not very good with cold temperatures, so I might end up getting to the point of doing exercise in the afternoons instead of in the mornings, so it's a little bit warmer for me. I can't see getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go out into the coldest time of the day. Not really sure if I have a specific thing to talk about today. I mean, I'm nervous, a little bit anxious about my surgery next week. I mean, it's funny. I'm not sure if I'm nervous about the surgery or just all the odds and sods of getting to and from everywhere, like getting there and having food. I mean, they want me there on the Monday, 3 days in advance. But Monday is Thanksgiving, and I won't be getting. I can't do groceries or anything on that day because it's a holiday. Getting a friend to drive me up to Montreal, down to Montreal, whatever, over to Montreal, drop me off there. Yeah, it's just I have to get a COVID test. Still waiting for the appointment to when they're going to do it. Nobody's really given me a specific time. I mean, and I'm literally just following the explanation. I mean, this is one of those, I go back to people being responsible and making sure that they communicate properly. At least when I talked to them, they admitted that I was probably told the wrong thing instead of me, misunderstanding, because the lady very clearly told me that when I get to Montreal, call that number and somebody will come over and do the COVID test at my location. Whereas when they call me back for a confirmation yesterday, they say, oh, no, that's not how it works. I'm sorry, but you have to call now and get an appointment scheduled. Oh, and the fact that that Monday is a holiday. Oh well. Oh, and they're just saying things get complicated. So I'm thinking about having to have food when I go over there. Okay, not worst thing in the world, but it's just. I thought that we could go over there and I could just pick up some stuff at the local grocery store for like 2 days. I guess that's the thing that there's too many little complications, and although nothing is really overly concerning, it's just too many, like, how am I going to do this, how am I going to do that? I mean, even here I'm going to let you know one of my vulnerabilities, my weaknesses. What am I supposed to do for coffee? I mean, they say they have a coffee maker, but, what am I supposed to do for coffee? I could just get a little container of instant coffee and some creamer, flavored creamer. That would work. Means that I'd have at least something, and all I'd have to do is boil water. But the things we do to be ourselves. I guess when I'm going through all this stuff, I have to consider what's next. I know I mentioned in the past the various sort of things that trans women go through. Especially feminization stuff, the different surgeries. Have to see how this turns out. You know, I'm still not convinced after all this time, for example, that I need breast augmentation. It's, I don't know, a little. I mean, I understand. It's like anything else. Once you get it done, it's done. I just don't know how I would feel about having something attached. Constantly attached. I remember what it was like before surgery and before my bottom surgery, and having something in the way down there when you lean over to get something, or you lay down on the floor and then there's something there. Disconcerting it is when something gets in the way. I mean, I'm not completely without, breasts. They're not as well defined as most other women. Granted, they probably are just as defined as some women. I mean, I'm not upset with them. Anyways, I guess what I'm saying is that there's a point in time where I have to figure out what I want, what I need. And one of my friends, the one who's actually going to take me to Montreal, is talking about in the next few months working on voice feminization through practice, through as in not through any kind of surgery or whatever, just through teaching ourselves. And sounds like a really good idea, because there's nothing you can, it's not like it's going to hurt you. It's about practice, getting used to speaking in certain tones and certain frequencies. how things turn out. So much to think about. Also need to figure out what to do to occupy myself during my 3 days of isolation, self-isolation, for my surgery. I mean, it's not like I can bring a lot of stuff with me, because I could easily be dragged around in Ubers and stuff, but just for convenience, I'm literally, I think, like 900 meters between my Airbnb and the hospital where my surgery is getting done. I just need to have just enough stuff to keep myself occupied. I mean, it's not like I'm going out a lot, so basically lots of leggings,